Hi guys, so I am here to do my last wrap up of, well, my last book wrap up of the year. I know this is coming out in the new year, so technically it's not still in December, but still it's my last one for 2018. And I read 6 books, I think. I don't have one of them here because it was an ebook, and that was actually the first book that I read. And in the way of actually reviewing these things here and now, it's probably going to be very short because I have vlogged quite a lot and I've done separate reviews and everything, so I won't really be discussing much in this little clip. However, I did have a TBR, end of year TBR, that I wanted to get to, and I think there's 3 books on that list that I didn't manage to get to, and that was the last book of the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. There's a cobweb dangling. What are you doing here, my friend? Be free. Be free. Oh my god, it's stuck on me. Anyway, by Ransom Riggs, and the 2 Harry Potter books that I wanted to get to, but I kind of thought that would fall into January time, which I'm not too fussed about. But as for the other books, here they are mainly. So I took part in 2 readathons in December, which was awesome. The first one was 'Tis the Season-a-thon, which was at the beginning of the month, and I do have a vlog all about that, and that shows my progress for the first book that I read and finished, which was The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan. I do have a review which I'll link for you. I also have dropped a book. I don't know why I'm telling you all the stuff that I read in the vlogs, because you can check it out, but just in case you don't want to. Also for that I read Princess in Practice by Connie Glynn, which I think I have a separate review on for that. I can't remember if I did one. And then also The Snowman. Why am I being so awkward? By Raymond Briggs, well, inspired by Raymond Briggs, but it's by Michael Mapurgo, illustrated by Robin Shaw. And that was what I read for the 'Tis the Season-a-thon. If you want to see my whole progress and everything in terms of that, then do check out the link in the cards. Then I got a quick head start on this one, I think, because at the end of the month the Witchathon was happening. This is my first time taking part. That was amazing. I do have some snippets of vlogs that I actually wanted to put into this video, so here are those parts of the vlogs for your viewing pleasure. Good morning. So it's the first day of Witchathon. I did say in a few videos and online and that I will be vlogging little bits and bobs. However, I'm hoping this vlog is more concise than my usual hour ones, basically, because I'm intending to stick it in the middle of my December reading wrap up. So if I've got that in mind, hopefully I won't ramble as much and record random ass stuff. But yeah, so today is the first day of Witchathon. It's going from the 14th to, I think it's the 21st, which is the following Friday. And I have all my prompts here. I've only got 3 books, I believe, on my list. I had 3 books, I think, on my previous 'Tis the Season-a-thon readathon that I took part in. But yeah, this is my second readathon of the month, which is really exciting because I rarely do readathons, I believe, but I couldn't miss the second round of Witchathon. This was like, I missed the first round because I didn't realise it was a thing, and then 'Tis the Season-a-thon was a spontaneous one as well. And yeah, anyway, I'm rambling, aren't I? So I will say that Eve of Man, which is one of the books, I'll tell you the prompts in a minute, I'm already like maybe over halfway. I'm on page 221, just so you know where I've started on that. I know it's cheating to perhaps start a book, no, or continue a book that you've already started, but I like to give myself a little bit of extra leeway because I can't read that fast and I like to feel like I've made some progress. So I don't know, I kind of give that to myself. Probably cheating. So the challenges are, it's Yuletide season. So the first one was, I can never now pronounce it, Samhain? I can't pronounce it, but it was around October time. So this one is Yule, and it says Yule is a time of gift giving for many. Read a book that you received as a gift. So for that one, I've got The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. So I won this copy on Goodreads, but I also received it as an e-arc through NetGalley, so either way I want to read it, they were both technically gifts. So this is actually the sequel to The Bear and the Nightingale. I already read The Bear and the Nightingale. I've got a review and I'll put it in the cards for you. But yeah, it's like a Russian fairy tale folklore story about a young girl called Vasya. Basically, I didn't know how to describe it before, but I've heard people synopsis it as a really easy way to understand actually. Basically, the father recently marries. He's sort of like the big man in the village, I guess, and he remarries recently, and the woman's basically bringing in her, I think it's Catholic faith, I can't remember, and basically stopped them from practicing their religion of like paganism, if you will. That sort of they believe in different little miniature demons and gods and stuff, and Vasya's not up for that. She wants to, you know, believe in what she believes in. That she's really headstrong, and it's an interesting character arc for something of this sort of century. And then we've got the second one, which is We Have Descended into the Darkest Time of the Year, or part of the year, sorry. Read a book that plays with dark subject matter. I've actually got Orange Volume 2 here because the series as a whole, trigger warning guys, it does deal with suicide. Obviously that's a dark topic matter, and I've been wanting to read this for a while. I finally got my hands on the second bind up edition. I read the first one back in February, I think. Again, I've got a big review on that. Big review, I don't know why I said that. And I'll link that for you as well. But this is by Ichigo Takano. So this combines, I think, the next 3 volumes in the series, so from 3 to 6. And it's about a group of school friends who, I don't want to spoil, like, the sort of magic element, but they get a message basically warning them that they need to look out for this new boy who sort of becomes in their friendship group because he's dealing with some dark stuff, and they've kind of got to save him. But it's so much more than that. The friendships in here are literally epic. It's amazing. It's a love story as well. It's just awesome. So the third one is Read While Enjoying a Hot Beverage. This is a time for keeping what have I written? This is a time for keeping cozy. My C and O got mixed together, so I was like, Aussie? Why have I written Aussie? Anyway, so basically all the books that I've mentioned would make, you know, sense to read this one. I think I watched Rhiannon's video, the creator of this, Crescent Moon Reads, and she said that doesn't have to be like a specific book, like you can dip in and out. But yeah, I pretty much drink whilst reading anyway, like if I'm at home especially, and it's the evening time, so that can fit for any book. Number 4 is This Season is One Meant for Introspection. My handwriting's terrible, bloody hell. Read a book that challenges how you see another perspective. I don't really have a specific book for that, obviously, because I've got to be reading them to see, unless it says in the blurb or whatever, it's very obvious that the character's not like me in any way. But yeah, I think maybe any of these books could possibly fit from this. I mean, in this one we've got a girl challenging authority in a time where she wasn't supposed to. I am challenging, but I wouldn't say I'm very headstrong, so that's a different perspective, and it's a different time period as well. In here we've got a big group of friends, someone dealing with suicide. I guess I haven't had much perspective on that sort of thing. Here we've got, I mean, the only girl in the world. I want to make you feel like I'm the only one in the... Anyway, and you know, she's got that heavy weight on her shoulders, all that responsibility. I've never had to have that perspective, so I guess any of them could fit for that one as well. I didn't really specify which book would go on that one. Oh my god, 6 minutes already. It may be the darkest part of the year, but this darkness can make us see the light all the more clearly. Read a book that makes you feel optimistic. Again, I'm going to go for Orange Volume 2, because without going too much into it, there may be a chance to see like other outcomes, I hope. Obviously that's more optimistic on that side of things, so hopefully this will be a good one for that prompt. And then we've got number 6, Our Year is Ending. Read a book you've backlisted on your TBR for a long while. That is going to have to be Eve of Man by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. So I didn't say what this one is about really, but basically we're following this young girl. Basically we get a lot of scientific prologue in the very beginning, which makes it feel real, but without going into the ins and outs of that, because I think that'd be interesting to learn yourself if you read it. But we're following a young girl called Eve, who is almost at the age where she has to sort of basically start the kickstart of the repopulation of Earth again, because they're becoming an extinct species. She's been the only girl to have been birthed in the last 50 years, or probably more because she's 16 now or whatever. And she has that on her shoulders. She has to meet people and try to have a successful match with them and hopefully birth more females in the world to regenerate this population. Very intense. It's an awesome story so far. I really hope it doesn't disappoint me. I've been putting it down for so many months. I think I mentioned somewhere else that I think I first put it on my TBR back in July when I was doing Sci-Fi July, and it's just kept slipping from my radar. I don't know what it was because I was really excited when I saw it came out, but I'm really enjoying that. I'm so glad I've got to it so far. And that is the one that I'm already like part way through. And then lastly is read the group book. So the group book is The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. But as I said, I've already read that and I don't feel like rereading it. So instead of that, I will be reading the sequel, which is The Girl in the Tower. Again, this is an ARC copy. It doesn't have this writing on the original, I'm pretty sure. The cover's not too dissimilar to this. I think it's on the back. So yeah, this is what I'll hopefully be diving into. It does look relatively small, but it's a dense read, if I remember correctly from the first book. So hopefully I can get on alright with those books. Wish me luck. Obviously you're going to see how it turned out in this wrap up and vlog. So yeah, I'm just going to go get to reading some more. I'm going to make myself some breakfast, and then a little bit later I'm going to go get ready and go around town and do what I need to do. Food shopping. I think we didn't get in the Christmas shopping and that today, like it's Christmas food shopping. But yeah, I'll speak to you relatively soon, I'm sure. Maybe tonight to tell you my progress or how much I've read, or maybe I'll just come back when I've started and finished books. I'm not sure. 9 minutes. So I haven't actually finished Eve of Man. I feel like I can probably finish it tomorrow if I knuckle down and get my act together. But I've just come upstairs to go to bed. Well, I need to take my makeup off and that. I'll probably read a little bit in bed. But then I realised I had all of these clothes to put away, and now I'm just like, oh, I just want to sleep. So I'm going to get cracking with that, and then I'll update you guys tomorrow on my reading progress, I'm sure. So I have just finished reading Eve of Man by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher, and holy moly, that was fantastic. I ended up getting it 5 stars. There are a few things that, not, I guess, problematic in a sense, but things that I have discussed in my written review, which is already up, but there are a few other things that I want to talk about further in my spoiler section, especially after reading other people's reviews, which may be negative or mediocre or also enjoyable, but they had this in mind. So I'll talk about that more, because I think I'm going to do a video review and include all the spoilers that I didn't include in the written review, because I've just got so much to talk about. It's one of those books I just want to gush about, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like an idiot for not having picked it up sooner, and I'm just so glad I finally read it. I'm really looking forward to the sequel. I don't know when it's coming out. It doesn't even have like a little template with a title or a working title or anything that says book 2 on the trilogy section on Goodreads. Like, there's nothing. It looks like it doesn't exist yet, but I need it because that ending had me like, whoa. But yeah, on to the next book. I'm not sure which out of the 2 I'm going to pick up next for the WITCHATHON, but I will let you know. But just to remind you, Eve of Man completes the challenge, which is number 6, I think. Yes, our year is ending. Read a book you've been backlisted on your TBR for a long while. Whoop whoop. So it is Tuesday the 18th. I've actually just finished reading Orange, the Complete Collection Volume 2. I'm still reading the last little bit because it's got like a random bonus couple of chapters of another series in it. But for the actual manga itself, Orange, I have finished. I think I'm giving it a 4 stars as well, which I'm pretty sure is what I gave the first bind up collection. I have a feeling I might want to do another separate review on it, but I thought it was such a lovely like round up end, or conclusion and end to this story. I think I'm satisfied with how it ended, and yeah, so that is my third, is it my 3rd book down? No, that's a lie, that's my 2nd book down for the WITCHATHON. I was actually out with Maria this evening. We went and got a Pizza Express and just chatted and stuff, and also put up extra shelves, the 2nd one. It's wonky and I've not got the now all the way in, but that one's up. So yeah, I'm going to take off my makeup after I've finished the little bonus story in this and write up my Goodreads review, I think. god, I feel so fresh. I've just had my dentist appointment, well, not just, but today, including many of the other things I've done. I've had the dentist appointment, I've got my nails done for Christmas, which I really like. But yeah, I thought I'd just come here now and just wrap up my WITCHATHON reading wrap up. I don't want to go too much in depth whatever, because I know I've been speaking about them throughout the vlog, and obviously I've got the rest of the wrap up to do, so I don't want it to be too crazy. But these are the books that I have been reading throughout the week, if I can hold it up one-handed. So we've got Eve of Man by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher, which I'm really happy that I finally got to. I will be having a review of that just dropped one of the books separately. And then I also finished Orange, volume 2 of the complete edition collection, sorry, by Ichigo Takano. Again, I actually filmed a review for this today, so I'll have that up. And lastly, the book that I didn't get to finish, unfortunately, which is what I was substituting instead of reading the first book of The Bear and the Nightingale. I was reading The Girl in the Tower, which I started 2 days ago, I think now, by Catherine Arden, and I'm about 120 pages in, and it's really good so far. I am enjoying it, but alas, I didn't get to finish it for this week. Hopefully you'll see shortly if I finished it at the end of the month. But yeah, I've really enjoyed taking part in the WITCHATHON. Thank you again, Rhiannon, for hosting it. I had a blast. I had such a good time. So yes, that is it. Let me see if I accomplished my little list. So for Challenge 1, I read The Girl in the Tower. I didn't finish it, unfortunately. And we've got Challenge 2, I read Orange Volume 2 for that. All the books mentioned went for Challenge 3. Challenge 4, I didn't get to choose one for that in the end, I just kind of left that. Challenge 5, Orange again. Challenge 6, Eve of Man, I managed to finish. And Challenge 7, I didn't finish because that is also The Girl in the Tower that I was reading for that one. But overall, I'm very happy with my progress for this, and I shall catch you in the next clip. So yeah, as the vlog showed, I managed to finish 2 books. They were Giovanna and Tom Fletcher's Eve of Man, which I've actually got a separate review for as well. Again, that will be linked. And then I finished volume 2 of the complete collection of Orange by Ichigo Takano, which also completes the series, the manga series. It's like the bind up of the volumes, and I've also got a separate review on that as well, which I'll also link. So far, just from that, it was a very progressive reading month. As you saw from the vlog, I didn't get to finish this book, which was my current read for a little while, and the one that I have not too long actually just finished on the day of filming, literally about 15 minutes ago. And that is The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. So this I am going to do a separate review for as well. Literally everything I've done a separate review for. Imagine if I didn't have the vlog part in this video, it'd be like 4 minutes long. That's crazy. I usually ramble forever. But I think I'm going to do like a book inspired makeup look. You know what I've been doing the past couple of months. I haven't done it actually as recently as I seem to think I have. But where I do a makeup look inspired either by character, stories, cover, maybe all 3 and more. And I sort of review the book and how I felt about it whilst I show you a hopefully awesome makeup look. So yes, do let me know what you thought of all these books. Please let me know what you managed to read during December. If you managed to reach your end of year TBR goal, I'd love to know. What are your reading goals for the new year, if you have any? Or perhaps maybe how many books do you hope to read and complete? I don't know currently right now. I don't have a number in my head. I usually like to surpass what I've done the year before, but last year, 2018, I settled just for 30 because the year before I just managed 65, which was my goal, I think, and it was stressful. So I just calmed down the stress, and I sort of low-key wanted to surpass the 65, but I mean, I think I got 63 or something, I don't know. So way more than the 30 that I had initially, you know, put up for my reading goal, so I'm happy with that anyway. But yeah, that's all for now. Sorry, I struggled to say that word just then. There was a burp trapped in my throat and I was trying to play it cool, but it didn't work out, did it? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you in another video soon. I hope your new year is getting off to a fantastic start. Bye!